Good stuff.
Good stuff.
2022.
Yeah.
Think about it. Welcome Boke has existed since 2019, and now we're in 2022.
2022.
That's one of those years you never really thought you'd see exist, you know?
Yeah.
2022. Like, Jesus
Never thought
Christ.
I'd be 27 years old. Never thought I'd make it.
You know, you just figured, you know, numbers that high, they don't really exist.
I mean, when we were in high school, they're like, welcome class of 2013. I'm like, oh, this shit's going to end before that. We're not going to be here. We're not going to be here for that.
13? You kidding me?
Motherfucking, yeah, starting sixth grade, and they're like, you're the class of 2013, and it's 2006. You're like, what?
That's not a real time.
about?
That doesn't, that won't ever happen. I don't know what you're talking about.
Years, numbers?
2013,
Yeah, nah.
like, people think that's an old year now.
Yeah.
I think that's in the past. Not so. Not so.
That was the year of the future. I went to college.
That was a long enough time ago to where people born in that year have enough sentience to be like, wow, like just shouting Fortnite memes.
Huh?
Yeah,
Like,
Boba.
wow, based and red pilled.
I don't even
They're
really know
9
how,
now.
like
Yeah,
a 9-year-old.
exactly.
I don't even know what a 9-year-old would be like. Like what level of like are they? Oh,
They'll have an
What
Instagram
level
account
of
with no
stupid
posts.
kid are they?
Thanks, I edited. So, what level of fucking dumb? Sorry, I shouldn't say that word. It offends that community. What level of fucking stupid as shit are they?
Yeah, because like ages like 3 to 9, I feel like that's just like, you know, banana brain sort of territory. Maybe even 10.
8 to 9.
3 to 9.
3 to 9 is banana bread territory. Banana brain territory.
That's true.
Man,
So my
your
grandma used to
son
say-
is probably likely still in the banana brain range of intelligence, even though he's 10 now. It's 3 through 9. I mean, even by 9, he should be getting out of that. But
10-year-old should not have a banana brain.
at 10, the banana brain phase is mostly over.
Turns into more of a pineapple.
Banana brain.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
That's like an Urban Dictionary, sex move. Like,
You melon-headed moron.
that's when you paint your dick yellow and put it in the primate sanctuary and get it sucked off.
You
I thought it was
banana.
like when
You
you're getting head
banana-
by a monkey.
That's what I'm saying.
Banana brain.
I'm saying you paint your dick yellow to look like a banana, and then a monkey comes over and starts throating
okay.
because that's what monkeys
I thought you
do
said
to
to
bananas.
fuck a monkey with your yellow. But I was thinking of the dome aspect, banana brain.
That's good. That could be another one.
Yeah.
That could be an alternative.
Write that down. Write that down. Yeah.
I just realized I'm eating. And people are listening to this probably. I'll put that to the side.
Max, how do you get such powerful vibe lights? I'm wondering.
They're like
bought
straight
them.
bulbs.
Yeah.
So I did too, but just mine aren't like like I have a vibe light behind my TV, but it's just
Yeah,
like
but you have your overhead light and a bunch of light coming through the window, and
These
a
are
light
all in
coming
my
off your
ceiling.
desk.
Yeah,
Because
I
like,
guess
check
that's
this
true.
out. Yeah,
Check
these
this
are all
out.
just like smart bulbs. But like, peep this real quick. Ooh.
Wow, that's
Whoa.
so impressive.
Is it connected through
Yeah,
Wi-Fi?
well, I mean, you don't have them, so
It's so impressive, dude.
I was
They
gonna.
are.
So I bought 8
Wish I
vibe
could get one of them.
light bulbs, but they didn't have the Wi-Fi connection. They just got a little remote. But
This
now
lamp
every
here
light in the
is
room
like a
that.
smart bulb, but like signing into it is a pain in the ass, and it always forgets who you are. And then you
Yeah,
just
that's why I
can't
went-
control the color of the bulb, so it'll get stuck on red, and if you can't sign into it and connect to it over Bluetooth,
Right.
you're fucked.
I was like, I don't want to have to sign in to my light bulbs, so I'm just gonna get the one that has the little remote. You
yeah.
know?
Well, I
One of
just
these-
rigged
one of these little
them
guys.
through Google, and then I never have problems really.
No, I feel like I mean, likely I wouldn't, but then there's just going to be a day where like the Wi-Fi crashes or something. I don't even know.
Honestly, I can imagine that the Google Home voice assisted shit is better than the Amazon bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, using an app is honestly more annoying than just having a voice thing. I kind of miss having my little Google Home, just because sometimes opening the app is just like, oh, I gotta find it and then do it, and then other times it's literally just like, Google, turn it on now, on, turn them on. Red, all of them.
For fun.
Just did. Just kind of.
Yeah, just to be cool.
Just
I need to get
set
this
it up
plate.
with
Like,
the
look
move.
how boring the background is here. Like,
Yeah, it's tragic.
all these boxes. I want to get a big frame painting or something there, and then a couch.
Oh yeah,
That's what I want.
something trippy.
Some trippy.
Something trippy.
Fucking trippy, right?
Dude, I've been listening to that album nonstop.
Oh.
MP5, Holy Smokes, Betrayal. And then the fucking, what's it called? Oh, Miss the Rage. I didn't realize that the beat for that song was that song. But like that beat, I feel like is the vibe of the whole like sesh we had over break, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I miss the rage. I miss the rage.
That was just like the sound in my head, the whole, just like.
I have a lot to talk about, by the way, this week.
Yeah, like what?
Like, first of all, shut the fuck up, Tony. I forgot something.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Seems like your fault, but.
I just want to get this out of the way so we can start talking about shit. But
wow. All right. Sure.
I forgot something. Do you
Why
know
not?
what it was?
I have no clue. I really don't.
It was to
I feel
introduce
you're
the
gonna make me feel like an
fucking
idiot.
podcast.
Oh, yeah. It's important.
That's what I do that.
Gotta do that.
Stupid asshole.
What?
What?
You been asshole?
No.
Oh, stupid.
Keep an asshole.
Oh, that's what you said. I'm sorry.
Oh,
that's
stupid
what you mean.
asshole. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, stupid asshole.
That's me. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, you'll call me by name. I got you.
I beckon you.
Got the motherfucking
wow.
big box. The
Toasty.
family size with the extra toasty cheeses.
I never even heard of those.
Oh, you don't even know. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, it is likely Monday, January 17th, 2021. Welcome to another episode of Woke and Boke. Episode 122 to be exact. I am your host,
Wow.
Connor Boyd. Joined as always by my best friends from the great gateway to the west. St. Louis, Missouri is where we were all born and raised. Max Sansa is here today. Max, how the flippingtons are you?
Hello. Hi. Hello.
Boy,
How's it
howdy.
going?
You got your vibe lights on.
I'm hanging out.
You're hanging out. You have a new
Hanging
setup.
out.
New year, new setup.
I just moved it, really.
How does it feel to be back in the pod after the new year? Finally back.
It's good.
Did you like kind of seeing our video app, our movie app? Did you like how that looked and like
Yeah.
how we put out
Oh, yeah.
2 apps last week? I think it was pretty slick.
It all came together. It was
Yeah,
nice.
it was 100. Yeah.
I'm hoping the fans enjoyed that one. We're also joined by another person. Tony is here today. Tony, how the fuck are you?
I'm all right. No, I'm doing really
Good?
good, to be honest.
Doing really
That's
good.
great. You said you had a crazy,
that I got through. Yeah.
My week was tough, but I got through on top as well.
Very good. Because of work?
Because of work,
Or
yes.
outside?
'Cause of
Yeah,
work?
same. Okay.
Listen,
Work? Is
if
it
you're
work?
listening to this is what we do. Every week, the 3 of us get together and we catch up basically as friends. We talk about the latest in video games, current events, movies, music, manga, anime, maybe. Those last 2 we don't talk about very often, but they're
Well, I'm
They
going to talk
do
a little bit
have-
about one of them.
wow. And more. Just more than that. Music, like I said, anything. Subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on Spotify if you're not already doing so. If you're just a listener, we'd really appreciate a sub on YouTube. We put out every episode also on YouTube. And there's a video portion as well. So do that so you don't miss a single episode. You can join our Discord. We hang out there all the time. Play video games and shit. I'm always looking for Left 4 Dead 2 players. So if you want to fucking play Left 4 Dead 2 with me, DM me or just or be in the fucking Discord because I post all the time that I'm playing that shit. Also, follow us on Twitter, Welcome Boke Pod. That's at Welcome Boke Pod. And our Instagram at Welcome Boke Podcast to get updates on the podcast every week. And you can reach out to our Gmail, welcomebokepodcast@gmail.com with your questions, comments, and suggestions, and we will read them on the show. And links to all these are listed in the show description, by the way. I am going to actually open up our email, see if there are any motherfucking emails. Yes, it looks like we do have one.
Yes.
So we'll address that later. It seems to be more targeted at me and my knowledge base.
A little more targeted at me.
Okay.
But,
that's cool, I guess.
That's
Okay.
also dope.
Yeah, sure. Whatever, I guess,
Doesn't.
Listen.
Fuck you guys.
We're here. Motherfucking welcome, Boke. I hope you guys are having a good Monday so far. If you're listening to this, got a new week ahead of you. More life to live. It's all good. It's all great. Yeah, man. I just I wanted to talk real quick about what I did last night.
Tell us about it.
Took the missus out, little date night action.
Little date.
Haven't taken her on a date in a while. And
Fire.
we went out to Din Din. It was luckily somewhere we could walk to, which was nice, even though it was Brictavius Wallace.
Jefferson.
It was Brictavius Ballas outside.
Ballatavian.
Yeah, it was Brick Natials, but Brignavius Wallace. Star running back Brictavius Wallace will be in New York City.
Brictavius Wallace.
Dr. Otto Brictavius. Yeah.
Dr. Otto Brictavius. Yeah, man, it was literally so Brickles. I couldn't even comprehend it.
Brickles Stickles.
Yeah, it was Mr. Brickles outside. But,
Mr. Brickle.
We made it there, and my God, this place fucking smack. It was like, bro, it's like food sometimes is like better than sex, or it feels like sex when you're eating because you're just like, that shit is good. Like it's just wall. The cook had a lot of family from the Basque region, which is like where France and Spain connect, like the kind of coast there. So it was Basque inspired, it was American inspired, European inspired. And it was very gay. They had Tom of Finland posters everywhere. There was a Madonna poster against a fridge. It was cool. It was a really nice vibe, good music, great service. Obviously, it was not obviously, but it was a little bit on the pricey end, but for the quality of the food, it made absolute sense. It was worth every penny. But I ate a lot last night, and I wanted to talk about the Delta 8 munchies.
What?
Delta 8 can give you insane motherfucking munchies, as last night was proven. I also think that I have like an iron stomach and constitution. Like I've diarrheaed through so much shit that my stomach is just like strong. I can handle a lot because I had McDonald's for lunch yesterday. Just gonna say that. And that was, right. I knew we were going out. And I still had like a fuck ton of McDonald's. Anyways, that night, so we get to the restaurant, we sit down, order a couple appetizers. I don't know if you guys have ever had yuca fries, but they're a staple. Sashito peppers and yuca fries are two very popular appetizers in the last couple years. And yuca fries are like,
I'll be back in a minute.
savory. Oh,
Got shit.
Oh,
He got
okay.
poo.
That motherfucker loves to shit. Let me just tell you.
Shit, did he just? Is his door right there? I'm so confused. Where his
Yeah,
desk
he
is
switched.
now.
He switched sides. Yeah, he
Okay.
swapped sides.
That way,
That
when his aunt
motherfucker loves
walks
to
in-
shit, and he loves to talk about how much he loves to talk about his shits.
I don't know why you would set the door up that way, because then when someone walks in and he's like beating off to something, it's just like the screen's just like right there, right looking at the door.
Really smart. Yeah,
But maybe that was on purpose. So
maybe he's a voyeur kink. He wants his aunt. Never mind. But anyways, I guess I'll just keep telling you, Tony, about this shit.
Yuca fries.
Yuca fries, empanaditas, which are like empanadas, but they're like bowls, and you put chimichurri on top of that shit while you're munching, and they have a rotating meat selection, and it was like pork belly, almost like a Korean bao that was fried into an empanada. It was like,
oh my god,
delicious.
I love bao.
Oh, bao is phenomenal.
Fire.
Exquisite.
Especially a soft shell crab bao. Oh my god, bro.
I don't know if I've ever had that, but
It's literally like a full ass like crab in there that you like bite into. It's like it's
oh really?
off-putting,
I
but
thought
it
you were
tastes-
saying like
yeah.
imitation crab vibes, like
No,
Chinese
it's
food.
a legit fully fried crab that's just like it's
Holy
got its claws and
ballsack.
all that, and you just eat it all. Yeah,
I would fuck that up. Like
yeah. That's good.
I'd fuck that up. And then so that was just the appy. Then I mean the cocktails were amazing. It was like a blood orange. It was like Japanese whiskey mixed with a blood orange juice. And like
Jeez.
it was kind of like a blood orange margarita with whiskey. It was just like bizarre, and it was fucking delicious.
Yeah, that sounds crazy.
They had a mezcal margarita, but that was like I've had a million of those. Then for the fucking appetizer, Trish got gnocchi. That was fire.
Gnocchi.
Some of the best gnocchi I've ever tried in my fucking life.
What is that now?
It's like a little pasta ball with cheese inside of it or meat inside of it sometimes, but I'm pretty sure it's usually cheese and mozzarella and shit, whatever. That shit was fucking insanely good. And then I had leg of rabbit. I splurged a little bit, and I had a leg of rabbit, and that shit was extremely crispy, and then like completely savory on the inside.
Dang
And I had that over like beans, Spanish rice and beans with like shallots. That was fire. So we had all that, and then I was still hungry because I had the Delta 8 munchies, and I got it was a literal chocolate cake, like a brownie cake. That was hot, but it had like this dulce de leche caramel, like cream, like dressing on the top. Bro, I was eating it and I was just like, yeah, it was just so, it just tasted so rich and luxurious. I was like, you can't get food like this everywhere. You just can't. And that's just walking distance from my house. It's like a fucking like artisanal, nice ass restaurant.
That's nice.
Yeah, the fucking it was pricey, but it was worth it. And then after that, I was like, I want nachos. So I went to the grocery store.
Why?
And I bought like a complete package of ground beef. I bought 2 full like family size like tortilla chip bags. I bought a whole thing of queso. I bought an onion, 2 jalapenos, 2 tomatoes. I bought a head of lettuce, and then seasoning. And I went home and I like just made myself nachos. I like completely made myself nachos.
Is this
And
at
then
like
I
11
also
PM?
bought at the grocery store because I was in the mood for it a whole Oreo like cake.
Oh my
And brought
God.
that home and had a slice of that after the nachos and nearly passed out with the cake like sitting in my bed on a plate. Yeah.
Wow. And this
Yeah.
was the timeline on this was like you
This
got
is
dinner
probably we had dinner reservations at 7:30, and I was passed out by 11:30.
So in that span of time, you had the nachos, the cake, and then a gourmet.
I
meal.
came home drunk and made nachos. Like I got the ground beef. I put all the seasoning in it. I ground it up in my hands. I put it in the fucking pan with fucking onions. I had a ton of fucking onions and jalapenos and shit, and I threw it all in there together.
Jeez.
Put that over chips, put the queso on it, and then I had shredded lettuce and jalapenos on top of that. Probably could have added black olives.
Ooh, that'd be good. I like black olives. I feel like everyone hates them, but it's just like I like them on a pizza or nachos for sure, or like a sandwich even.
Yeah,
Sub sandwich. But
sub sandwich.
do you ever get burned by the jalapenos?
No.
From touching them? I used to like make stuff with fresh jalapenos, and I would like accidentally not wash them off, and it would like burn my hand. Like it'd be like a burning sensation. It's like a legit thing. You gotta be careful with those fresh peps.
Mm-hmm. Well,
like if you touch your eye, you're like fucked.
oh yeah, absolutely. You gotta be careful. But also, if you have cuts or anything on your hand, small scrapes or cuts, which is possible in the wintertime because your hands get dry as shit. But
crackly, indeed.
But yeah, that I mean, I was eating until I passed out. That's the Delta 8 munchies. Yeah. It's powerful.
That Delta 8 is tight. Mm-hmm. I was like, at first, I was like, well, this is just some CBD. It's not, like, what are you talking about? But it works pretty much the same, I would say, as real stuff.
And you can actually think when you're high on it. That's the nice thing about it.
Yeah, it doesn't zonk you out if you're just, like, ripping on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, man, he's taking a long pool.
Mm-hmm.
Must be a freaking log.
Yeah.
But,
a significant chunk of the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully he gets that taken care of. Yeah, because the other shit I want to talk about is I want him to be around for it, but
indeed.
What was your week like work-wise? Did they just drop a big project on you or something, or?
Yeah, it was basically like something that we could have been planning for all of December, and I'm not getting I'm getting incomplete instructions for something they need 7 business days before they need it, and I'm talking massive banners that I have to design. These, massive files that take, an hour to transfer. My computer is slow as shit because it's not built for this kind of stuff. Constant last minute changes, all that stuff, and I'm like. And
you're not set up for success.
No, and we're waste money on rush shipping, all that kind of stuff. And everyone's like, "Yeah, we really should like be getting ahead of this and be ready a month ahead of time." Oh well, and it just never happens, So
right.
But it may now. I've kind of put my foot down, so to speak. So, and I got a big upgrade on my workstation. Like they're hooking me up with like a setup that's like $7,000.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna have a 40-inch curve monitor.
Wow.
I mean, that's what you need when you're a designer designing like 15-foot banners at 300 DPI. It's like, you know how big that fucking file is? It's like 5 gigabytes. Like, yeah, for a flat image. So yeah, like for 3 or 4 years, I've been using just a basic ass computer that the accounting department's using or whatever. Same shit. Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous, mate.
Indeed.
Well, it sounds like you came out on the other end of it well.
I did, yeah. So
did you negotiate for that, or were they just going to give you that, or were you like, I need something better?
I talked to the right people, and they brought it up to management, and basically kind of laid it out that like, suppose I'm an hour a day, I'm waiting on stuff to load or to save or whatever. Mm-hmm. So an hour a day times 5 days a week times 52, and it's like they're paying me like $7,000-8,000 a year just to sit around and wait for files to load. So pays for itself.
Right. Smart.
Yeah.
That's how you got to lay it out to these fucking morons in businesses. They don't understand anything but They don't understand common sense. They think people, when they say they need stuff, are always trying to get something for free. It's like it pays to be very conservative in business, at least how it's set up. It pays to be a conservative piece of shit, basically, about everything.
Right.
Instead of one that's like, I don't know.
Right. Yeah. But then they'll spend money on other stuff that is completely like ancillary and not important at all. But then not want to,
Oh, yeah, of course.
but want to pay me to sit around waiting for files to open. No. But they don't know about technology and stuff. They old.
Dude. They're old. What can I say, folks? They're old. And you know what's also old? Max's dump. It's about 3 years old at this point.
I wonder if he just like had diarrhea or something. Stinky poopy diarrhea.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't sound like a healthy dump if it's
this long. Yeah.
this long. Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm assuming he wouldn't just be like sitting there like squirting shit out for like a half hour on his phone or some shit if we're recording a pod. But so I'm assuming this is necessary.
Might be that there was blood in his stool.
It could be, dude. He could have gotten fucked in the ass too hard. And then all the poop got backed up.
Ugh.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
Speak of the devil and he shall appear.
Dude, how
Yo.
was that?
Wow. All right.
Yeah. You get all that out of your system?
Got all the poison out. Yeah. Got all that. Yeah.
I was just telling Tony about how I got the Delta 8 munchies last night when I took Trish out for dinner. So we had 2 cocktails each, yuca fries, these little empanada things, a fucking she got gnocchi, but I got leg of rabbit, then a slice of cake after that. Then I went home and I went to the grocery store and got like all the ingredients and made myself a giant thing of my own nachos. And then I bought an Oreo cake also and had a slice of that. And nearly passed out with a slice of cake laying in my bed.
Wow.
It might be like 3,500 calories in like 4
Just
hours.
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Let's go.
And I had McDonald's for lunch that day. So that's all you missed, really.
Hell yeah.
6,000 on the day.
How was your week, Max? Because we went over Tony's week also. How was your week been, apart from the massive shit you just took?
It's been fine. It's been fine.
It's been fine.
What have I done today, really? I played a show the other day, which was cool.
Nice.
Which band?
Fever Dream.
They rule.
Tight.
They're hard.
Yeah. We do,
Big L,
actually. No, other than that, just kind of... I had like a lot of shit just kind of cancel on me as shit went on this week, so I really haven't done much. I think I'm just kind of like shifting into find new job mode, find new employment mode, get apartment, and be adult time. I think that's kind of back into the vibe that I'm trying to manifest over here.
Manifest destiny. Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, just trying to grow up a little bit.
You can do it.
But been playing a lot of
Be a
Demon
big boy.
Souls. Other than that, Demon Souls is tight.
That's sick.
Yeah, the game is pretty fucking
On the PS5?
sick. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, we got
dude,
definitely have some video games to talk about here in a minute.
I
I realized there was one other thing I wanted to tell you. You guys.
What do you got?
No, but go ahead, Tony. What were you gonna say? That meme?
I was just gonna say that meme where it's like a guy opening like a fenced door slowly, and there's a guy inside of it with a giant like thing he's dragging. And it's like Dark Souls bosses.
Just dragging a fucking rake.
That's sick.
Yeah, that shit was the best.
That, yeah. Sorry, but yeah.
No, I just like, I think it was Friday actually. I was using my iPods in the morning. I was like trying to clean them, and then I pulled one out, like the tip, and then like the rubber ripped off, but the tip was still connected to it.
Yikes.
So I was like, "Fuck, I got to get new tips." And they said that it comes with extra tips in the case, but I couldn't find like my AirPod Pro case. So I like had to go to the Genius Bar in fucking Brooklyn. But it's just so funny, like. I'd like to pick up you can buy it online and then just pick it up. But they're like, you have to pick it up in this 15-minute window, okay? So I had to like schedule
You
it.
have to.
And it's so funny. You go there and you're like, "Hi, like this is just an iPhone from 2018, iPhone XS Max. Like, do you have any cases for this? I bought a case for it probably a year ago." And they're like, "iPhone XS Max. You can ask, maybe." And it's like, dude, it's fucking 4 years old. Like,
yeah.
It's insane. It's
like,
the
were you
10.
looking for a saddle for a dinosaur too?
Yeah. What are you fucking? Did you drive here with your feet? Fucking Fred Flintstone motherfucker.
You want a fucking musket while you're at it, brother?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? The fuck are you looking for?
Do you want to, something about Homo erectus? Is that what you are?
You need some fucking rabbit ears for your CRT TV while you're at it, bro?
You sound like you're from the Pangea, dude. You
Yeah,
sound like
dude.
From Paleolithic ass?
You need a
dude,
bro.
Dude, it's like
You need a fucking raptor with that, brother.
You know what it's like? You know what that's like? It's like you're from the Permian Triassic extinction. That's what it sounds like to me.
You're trying to get Mesozoic up in here, pal?
Yeah, literally. Like what are you calcareous hard part stuff? Only minor losses such as sea anemones? So is that
Yeah,
what
dude,
you are?
like what the fuck, bro?
Tony Stark built that in a cave.
In a
Box of scraps.
Oh my god! The first time we saw that, the first time I saw that, just as the first time someone just a box of scraps, just some dude in the audience just goes, "Burr, burr, burr."
just him leaning over Tony Stark like, now this is worth a lot of money, man. This is the good stuff.
It's good stuff.
So bizarre, man. But yeah, I go out and I'm like, and then I go to the Verizon store to try and get a screen replacement or like a case also, and they're like, iPhone XX Mag, no, we don't have that. We don't have that.
No, man. Why would we have that?
You're like, what about a screen protector? No, we don't have that.
Definitely don't have that.
It's like, okay, it works fucking perfect. The battery's still long as shit. Like, it's fucking fine. Really,
Yeah, you gotta upgrade.
I mean, I would like the newest one in the future for sure.
What is it? 12 now?
13.
Shit.
13 Pro. That's what it is. So there's probably gonna be more.
13 Pro.
4 years old this year.
There's probably gonna be another one real quick. But what you say we get into video games real quick? What do you guys want to talk about?
Let's talk about it. What have you guys been playing?
I don't have much to talk about, but I am still working on this edit of just some insane snipes. Just like whipping to fools that they don't even have their parachute deployed. They're just like full speed, just like diving, and I'm just like, oh,
Wow.
just yeah.
Just
And that's like
lasering.
after a week of not playing. Like I'm just like, oh, it's just built into me now. It's just automatic. So
Is it like Rebirth or Verdansk?
yeah, Rebirth, but and on Caldera. The new map's cool, but the problem with it is there's like no distinguishable areas. It's all just like, hey, he's in the house. There's like probably 200 houses on the map,
Yeah.
and just like basic, buildings or barracks and whatever. Whereas like before it was like airport, top airport, or like,
Airport.
yeah, just like or train station.
Yeah.
Very distinguishable buildings. It's just like an island with like, little buildings and huts everywhere. But it has some really cool landscapes. So like it's just like a different vibe. But yeah. That's me. That's my update.
It's called Caldera.
That's my
Caldera.
update, fellas.
Caldera.
Hey,
Max, what have you
that's
been playing?
fucking
A lot of
Damon's
Demon
Souls. Damon's Souls, primarily. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Halo just hasn't really been gripping.
It's because we're not all playing together. That's what we need to do.
It's-
But
I
we gotta
think
play
that's-
together, but also it's like,
We need more
let
maps.
me look right now. I've played how much?
Yeah, I've played quite a bit out.
okay, well, yeah, you might be
Let me
played
see.
out on it.
I've played 4 days, 6 hours, and 17 minutes.
Holy shit.
So that is, let's see, 4 times 24. Yeah, so I've played like 102 hours.
Wow.
And what day did it come out?
So,
Do you remember the release date?
yeah, it was like November 15th, I think. It was like right when I moved in to my apartment.
And it's January 15th. So in 2 months. So in like 60 days. So you're averaging like 2 hours a day since it came out.
I mean, and I didn't play it from basically like December 17th
Right, when you're back,
to fucking January 4th. So,
right.
no, I had 100 hours logged like before I left.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, he cranked those Soldier Boys.
No, yeah, definitely.
How much? You probably, I don't know if you know this off the top of your head, but do you know how many maps came with the game?
Feels like 6 to 8.
I feel like it always feels like that with new games where you're like, is there only a few maps? But I don't know. They'll probably come out with more.
Old Halos, it used to be like it came with 15 maps.
Yeah, and then you get 3 more a pack for $10. But now they're just like, we'll give it to y'all for free over the course of 7 years.
Now it's some ass.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was really funny.
But the maps are really good.
I saw this TikTok the other day that was this guy said there's like, it seems like AAA games there's a pyramid. There's 3, you get 2 of 3. There's works properly, has enough content, and is fun. And it's like you only get 2 of those. It's like it either works properly and is fun and has nothing on it, and that's Halo. Or it works properly, has a ton of shit, none of it's fun, and then et cetera, et cetera.
And then Call of Duty would be
has a lot of content,
is fun, has a lot of content, doesn't work properly for a lot of people. It does for me, but like obviously I've seen.
I mean, it does for me, but everyone else.
Nothing ever.
It's never gone wrong for me except my whole account that I spent hundreds of hours and got blasted into smithereens.
Well, that's a hack. That's not the game.
That's right. They're not responsible for that. I agree. Let's defend the corporation.
Activision for real. Worst customer service ever. Legit.
Worst customer service of all time.
I'm not afraid to say it either.
Game. No.
That's very much unlike what Valve was like between the era of me being in 6th grade and the end of high school. Valve was a fucking god because they put out the orange box and they put out Left 4 Dead, Left 4 Dead 2, Portal 2, Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
BioShock?
I've been playing... No, Valve did not make BioShock. That was Insomniac. I mean, fucking...
Bethesda?
No, it was not Insomniac. It was...
Riot?
No, it's Ken Levine over at... I'm going to look this up.
It's made on the same engine as Left 4 Dead, though, right? Like, it looks the same.
Jamie, look that up. It's crazy.
Jamie, let me pull this up.
It was 2K Games and Irrational Games. Yeah. But yeah, man, I have been playing that single Krobcat video. Like, this guy Krobcat does a lot of like video game industry content videos. And a lot of times he'll point out like when a game is like, bullshit hard or bullshit bad or just poorly made or overhyped or, it doesn't look like it does in the trailer. He does a lot of shit like that. It's like comparison videos with no narration. And he did one that's like shows how Valve carried Left 4 Dead. Back 4 Blood proves Valve carried Left 4 Dead or something like that. And it's about that game Back 4 Blood, which was advertised as Turtle Rock Studios, which I think they made Counter-Strike or something. Turtle Rock is responsible for something, but they were part of making Left 4 Dead with Valve. And the game kind of compares because Back 4 Blood is advertised as the creators of Left 4 Dead making a new game that's inspired. That's like a spiritual successor. But it's only made by Turtle Rock Studios. And the twist at the end of this video is that only 5 people that were involved in the development, like 5 to 7 people that were involved in the development of Left 4 Dead 1 are involved in Back 4 Blood. And they're not like super key figures.
Yeah.
And so the video is not only a comparison video in the first half, but then it goes into all the gameplay. It layers over the gameplay, the game commentary that's you can get in the game when you play Left 4 Dead. There's actually game commentary, and it's like it basically just illustrates that like there are all these incredibly smart design choices that are gone in the new Back 4 Blood. And also just like to make the zombies real. Like what I didn't realize, I mean, it makes sense because you just forget how good it is. But each zombie, there's like hundreds of animations for when zombies get killed. And they're always a mixture of ragdoll physics and also pre-recorded mocap stunt like actors doing falls. So they always look natural, but they also always look like crazy. And, yeah, it's just like amazing. And then I watched another video that was like Left 4 Dead brilliant game design or something like that. And it talked about like how it forces you to be cooperative without being overbearing. Like if any person goes ahead, they get killed super easy. But you can come back to life quickly at the end of the chapter or within like a couple minutes. Like basically acting like one of them is trapped behind something and you let them out. And like, I just forgot how fucking good that game is because I haven't played it in a long time. And finally, I have like a rig I've always wanted, like to actually just play co-op and shit on PC instead of like on Xbox in my fucking parents' house. And yeah, I've just been playing the piss out of it because it's really fucking good, dude. Yeah, it's really fun.
I had to freaking delete it off my computer because I'm like running out of space somehow. Like I really need to get to the bottom of it, but I had to delete that and the Master Chief Collection because I was doing something for work that required a shit ton of scratch disk space, and it was, but yeah, so kind of annoying. Need to upgrade my space because that'd be fun to play. I would have been down to play some today, but alas.
Well, why don't you just? It's hardly. I mean, I can tell you how many fucking gigs it is. You can probably clear the space if you just.
Right. I can get to the bottom of it. I just have been putting it off. Like I will probably re-download.
Because you can always also, maybe get like a Google Drive or something and throw some of your shit up there.
True.
Let me see how big this game is. Properties. It's 14 gigabytes big. Left 4 Dead 2. So we can still play it today if you wanted to. Because that's what I'm going to be doing all day. I'm just playing that shit. So
sounds like a fun day. Yeah, I mean, if I can get to the bottom of this storage bullshit, then I'll re-download it for sure. I've been having to use my home computer a lot for work lately.
Damn,
I'm gonna have to do some designs this weekend for sure.
Yeah.
That's all right though.
But that's what happens. That's what happens when she get busy.
Ain't gonna happen.
But yeah, man, I just gotta like, I don't know. It's just like every level, there's shit always happens a different way. Like the guns feel amazing, just popping the zombies' heads off and shit, or just shooting them. Like that's the other thing is like the gore effects. Like you can destroy the zombies' bodies in so many different ways. Like the music cues like come before all the enemies come, so that adds that like horror film tension. And like there's like a procedurally generated AI director that basically knows when to make the game harder or easier to make the experience perfect. And yeah, like when they were designing the game, they called the player all four people. It wasn't like, because each one of them is indistinguishable from the other mechanically. Like they're all the same. So the player is just the four people. That was their game philosophy. They didn't call them the players or the group or anything. It was just the player. And like, I don't know. It's just wild how brilliant game design is when you actually give a shit and you're not just trying to, whatever.
Microtransaction.
Gabe Newell said, a game, you can always delay its release, and that'll only last a finite amount of time, but a great product will sell forever. And it's like, it's true, because Left 4 Dead is, dude, if you look at Steam charts, Left 4 Dead has gotten like a 30% increase in player base. It's probably from that video and other shit. Because they've added updates and stuff to it. There's new weapons and stuff like that. Yeah, it's sick. It's just fucking cool how
it's fucking
shit
sick.
I liked in high school is actually good.
It's like with like Mario Kart or like Super Mario World, to where like on the Nintendo 64, to like where they still rip because it's just like good game.
It has infinite replayability, like it's
or
just
original
insane.
Smash, or Smash 64. Yeah,
There's also like
good stuff. Pokemon
because on
the
Left 4
DS.
Dead 2 you can play Left 4 Dead. The Left 4 Dead 1 maps are already on there.
Oh, wow.
So it's like there's like fucking 10 campaigns you can play.
That's content.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And then you can play versus where you take turns being the humans and the infected.
No, that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. So, am I missing something? Back for Blood is like a bad game.
Yeah.
Okay, I hadn't heard anything about if it was good or not.
I'll drop it in our Discord group chat.
Yeah, I haven't played it or
I
heard
didn't
much
see you
about
put
it.
something about Olin Rogers. That's hilarious.
What did he do?
He's got his TV show has a video game coming that's VR. That's fire.
Huh.
I love him. He's just got such positive
Such a
vibes.
goofy
It's crazy.
guy.
Such
Who
a
does?
goofy goober. Olin.
Oh yeah, you saw what I posted there,
Yeah.
right?
Anonymous.
He's literally like, I can't believe he has a TBS sitcom,
Yeah.
and
Or
then
like
there's a
cartoon.
fucking VR game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then there's a VR game.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like-
Yeah, anyone that hasn't heard of Olin Rogers or Balloon Shop, check him out at least. Like, I don't know, it may not be your type of humor, but it's like what we grew up on. Kind of
Yeah.
like our
High school, definitely.
comedic. Yeah.
Definitely a
So-
big comedic influence.
Yeah.
Definitely. But yeah, like
Balloon
it's
Shop.
coming to the PS5 and Steam. I do want to put a Vive in this room eventually.
Yeah, that'd be tight.
Mm-hmm.
I would.
Avive.
Is this the room that's like at the very end that you're in? It's like in the middle.
So that room goes to the master bedroom. Right, here is a door. Another office. And then there's the living room. And the living room, there's like the kitchen also. So
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
I know where you are now. Yeah.
yeah.
I've seen the layout is crazy. It's like
Mm-hmm.
two straight lines next to each other that like loops back around. It's nutty.
It's called that railroad style. Whatever. it's called.
Actuals.
Didn't know that. Interesting.
How much are you paying
Yeah,
a
I
month
used to-
for that again? If you don't mind me asking.
We paid together $2,100.
Yeah, it's not bad for that much space.
In New York?
In New York?
Not bad.
Good.
Those
And it's
are-
like right on the street corner too, right? On like the second floor or so.
No, it's
That's pretty
dope.
tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
very clean.
Well, it's on the third
Right
floor,
on-
but I like that because it's like the train is eye level, so you get that to go in the background while you're hanging out.
That's cool. Yeah, right on the corner of no.
Yeah, nope. Stop.
Yeah.
Fucking stop.
Chortle. Yeah.
Ruddle, 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 ruddle.
Turtles.
Turtle, turtle,
Go, man.
Dude,
Stay close.
sorry, were you gonna get into something?
Well, I was just gonna say I'm gonna get a Vive someday because like I've played enough good VR to know that it's actually like god tier fun. It's just amazing.
If that
now they have
experience I had
shooters.
with when your friend brought his VR thing over to your place in Boston when I came in 2014 or 15, that was crazy because I did the spacewalk thing and I accidentally started spinning in the VR and I was like, I had to like take it off. And I was like, oh shit, that disoriented me. And then there was like a dinosaur too, like a brontosaurus, just like came up and nibbled at me. It's crazy.
Yeah, we used to get high and put that shit on, but
Yeah.
the shit that was crazier was the setup where you had to go to his crib and it was an HTC Vive plugged into like his expensive ass PC. And there's literally a cable running to the like goggles. And then there's basically two Wii remotes with like triggers that are strapped to your hands. So you can like hold a gun like that and play shooter games like that.
Hell yeah.
Or like do a bow. I used to play the bow and arrow game where you go like that.
Oh yeah.
And I used to dude. It was amazing.
Yeah, I gotta try that.
It was so fucking fun.
That's-
Because
that's the
Valve
goal.
actually made one that's like it's like just a really well made little like demo thing with mini games, and one of them was the bow and arrow thing. So it's like really slick, and there's like ragdoll physics. So when you hit them, they're like, it's amazing.
What are you shooting at? What kind of people?
There's little goblin guys running around or something.
Little spooky
ghouls.
Just
Just your basic ghoul. Yeah.
I can find it.
Just your typical kind of goblin guy. Really?
Gobbly goobly ghoul, I guess, would be the easiest way to describe it. Yeah.
Yeah, the lab longbow.
Mr. Goolington?
So it's literally just stick figures that you're shooting.
Funny.
But it's fucking satisfying as shit because every time you hit someone, it just goes. Poof. Yeah, I dropped in the Discord.
Dink dong.
Pretty absurd. And then they start to get like shields and shit.
Oh wow! Okay.
And then you can just like, but you just get to the point where you're just like firing so fast. You're firing like Legolas and fucking Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking sick. You get HP by hitting balloons and every time they die, a balloon pops up, floats in the air, and you can hit it for HP.
Very
firing
clean.
like Hawkeye did in the cartoon episode we watched, where he's just like 10 arrows at once. That was actually pretty fire. It was probably the coolest thing I've ever seen Hawkeye do, which is sad because
he doesn't do much cool shit.
Yeah, they really have underutilized him and how cool he could be.
Underutilized.
Pathetic loser, actually.
Pathetic loser, Your Honor.
He's actually kind of a fucking
way
loser.
more arrows.
I'd like to point you in the direction of a pathetic fucking loser named Hawkeye. I also tried, by the way, a Delta 8 joint before. Oh, that's true. I also saw Princess Mononoke recently. But anyways,
Princess.
Before we dive into movies, like we gotta talk some music, bro.
Yeah.
This Max, tell him this Weekend album. I've been playing it nonstop.
It's pretty creamy. It's pretty. It's pretty creamy. I'm a fan of it.
The guy that put me onto that Pink Floyd cover texted me. He was like, "Hey, bro, check out this Weekend album."
Hey, bro.
And I was like, "Oh, okay." And
Dude,
I did,
it's really trippy. It's definitely good shit to like. I could because it's like.
He's like, "Hey, bro."
I'm gonna have to cut out this section audio wise, but like this shit is like. This shit sounds wild. Like I could totally see us tripping balls listening to this shit. Like.
It's faint, but I can hear it, and I can.
There it is.
Yeah.
It's like Need for
Every
Speed.
song is some shit like that. It's in the same way Trippy's album is like the same thing throughout the whole thing. It's this.
This is like Need for Speed menu music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This life is still worth living.
This life is worth living. Bippa dipping.
He's gonna be like the biggest star this year, and you know, the early 20s will like. I feel like look back and he'll be like the pop star.
Yeah,
that we kind of look back on.
I mean, he's ascending now because he realized that one song that did really well. That was like, yeah. I mean, which I hate that song.
Right.
Like,
I mean, it's
such Super Bowl commercial fucking dog shit. But this stuff,
yeah, yeah, it's fire.
Don't.
Max, fighting for my life in here.
Like, I think that's easily his best project, and like people are already calling it classic. And I could see it has a classic nature to it because it's nothing but fucking hitters.
Apparently, it's also like the second of a trilogy. So he's like, I guess, going to drop another one next year. That's like, you know, hopefully even better.
Probably,
but we'll see. But of the same vibe of like the 80s, the 80s sort of throwback.
Yeah, I'm sorry for eating this whole episode, folks, but I got a family-sized thing of cheese right next to me.
And you just got to
And
deal
zero
with it.
self-control.
Yeah. So I'm sorry about it, y'all, but I have to.
What?
I must.
Oh, yeah.
I got it away from me.
I peeped the new Gunna album. It was a little bit wallpapery. Not a lot of the beats.
I got that vibe immediately, and I turned it off.
There was
I'll listen to this later.
Right. There's like 3 or 4 that kind of stood out to me that had some pretty good hooks. But there was one line where he goes, what does he say? He goes, I nutted all over her face, and now she looks like a cow. Thought that was nice.
Hey man, when you're pushing P, all bets are off.
You know,
all bets are off. I'm a motherfucking star boy. That was his last one, and I thought that song was good, but just like okay, you know.
That's vibey.
And then it's like his album before that was I Can't Feel My Face When I'm With You or The Hills. And then Kissland 2013, more like Miss Land. That one missed me.
like
I'll tell you that.
Midsland.
It's funny how he was big. His mixtapes were really popular. House of Balloons, and Thursday, and what else? Echoes of Silence. These were his mixtapes that came out before.
Silence.
Can't feel my face.
Echoes of Silence.
That
Boosted him into the stratosphere of
sucking my fucking dick and bone. I think he was big in like Canada before he got big here. Or maybe that's probably not true. But yeah.
Which is
Beauty Behind the
equivalent to
Madness
being
went
nothing.
number 1 in like 5 countries, including the US. Dawn FM is number 1 in UK. It'll probably be number 1 album here, maybe. I don't know. I don't think Gunna will be him, but
No. Definitely not. Not enough hits on it.
yeah, I mean, if you look at the amount of like plaques he's got, the amount of certifications he got from just 1, 2, 3, 4 records. I mean, even his first record went gold and silver, and then his second album, which was really kind of like his debut album, went 5x platinum. So
Jesus Christ.
yeah,
That's insane.
yeah.
Yeah, no, he's for sure like A-list, top tier. You know, he's made
Yeah, I mean, he did the
guess you
Super
could
Bowl,
say.
but I was listening to Rory and Mal, and they made the point. They're like, no one's really talking about this album, and it's like it's so good that it probably will get traction just from people like peeping it, word of mouth. Yeah,
Peep of
I don't know.
mouth.
It's just cool. It's
Yeah,
really
no, it's
good
good
shit.
shit.
I
It's
recommend anyone
vibrational.
listening to it, like, take a tab of acid and listen to that shit. It's like a journey too. It like starts and there's like interludes and stuff. It's tight, and then there's like some genuine sincerity in it too. I don't know. I'm just like, I've always wanted an album or like a project of his that I could sink my teeth into, and I think this is finally it, because it's just like, it's just good music. It's not overcomplicated trying to be poppy bullshit.
It's vibrational.
Yeah, it truly is.
Realistically,
It sounds
speaking.
like there's effort put into it. That's the difference between
They
this
thought
album and
about
Gunna's album, to where it's like
I
he didn't
want to
really
listen to
try
the
that
Gunna
one.
album. I might throw it on repeat, but it's like I've always struggled with Gunna albums because they are kind of wallpapery.
Mm-hmm. No,
But
Drip or Drown 2, whatever one had like On a Mountain and a few other ones, like that one had some of my favorite songs on it. But yeah, as far as like a full album, you know, he doesn't do enough different stuff, I guess.
Drip or Drown 2, I thought was like one of the dumbest looking fucking album covers of all time. It was like him
just
squatting with an
floating?
umbrella. And
I
it's
thought he was like underwater. Or
yeah,
something.
he is.
Oh,
He's
okay.
squatting
Yeah.
with an umbrella underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have to get an alternate album cover to listen to
He-
that.
He also doesn't like what Trippy does that keeps his stuff sounding so fresh is that his voice sounds different like almost every line that he delivers. Like he sounds
Trippy?
like yeah.
Yeah, Gunna
Like, he
can
can
be
do
very
s-
monotone.
Yeah. Whereas Trippy can he'll yell or he'll do his singing or just his regular rapping, and they all sound
Mr.
like
Mosby.
You're a hater,
Dude,
Mr. Mosby.
I just sing that randomly throughout the week. You're just a hater, Mr. Mosby. Yeah, I mean that's maybe the greatest musical moment of last year.
Oh,
I would have to
yes.
say.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Phenomenal.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's 6 or 7 songs on that album that are goated and that I will listen to years.
I know
from now, I feel like
it's the best Trippy album ever for
You're a
sure.
hater, Mr.
the fucking
Mosby.
the Dragon Ball song.
Yeah,
She's
it's
fucking
absurd.
Dragon Ball, bitch, I look like
I think that's
Cell.
one of the one I don't like that much because it's just
the lyrics are way too on the nose, but it might have my favorite, if not a top 3 favorite beat on the album because it's got a crazy beat on it. But yeah,
yeah, I mean it does.
Yeah.
Have you
The
listened
lyrics are
to
stupid,
you
though.
listen to more of that Roddy album, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Is that worth keeping on repeat, keeping on shuffle, growing with?
I would say so, but I wouldn't say it's as consistent as Please Excuse Me, this last one, because I was just listening to that for the past day or so, and I was like, all right, this one, it's way more chill. It's a lot of love song or something you put on while you're fucking or something, but and there's 3 bangers on it.
Yeah.
Whereas this new one, there's a trap sort of drill style one, and it's more all over the place. So it's a little more variety, I guess.
Yeah.
Which Fantano will frame as there was just no consistent thing. I'm well, he's he's doing a bunch of different what is he supposed to make all the songs have a super same sound?
What would
I don't know.
Anthony say?
Yeah, I just don't. Fantano's just a goalpost moving motherfucker.
He makes good points sometimes, but other times I'm what do you want from people?
What does
I can
Anthony
recommend
say?
two turn more like Yeet style artists and one very sort of Griselda. In fact, I think he is part of Griselda, hip hop, boom bap, it's kind of grimy hip hop. Mac Hami, his album, I think it's called Pray for Haiti. That album is great. Very, very good. Just atmospheric, kind of creepy, dark, but also really kind of badass, grimy hip hop. Rapping. Shit is fire. Something you could smoke a blunt to.
Scrapping.
And listen. And then if you want to take, Molly and Percocet, listen to Ken Carson. He's fire. Who else? Can you probably know if you listen to Yeet because he's on some Yeet songs. Can's good. But
it's of that same vibe.
A little bit. I mean, it's he's doing his own thing.
Distinguishable. Yeah.
Lucky also is dope. He's more of a lean head kind of dude. He's kind of does a lot of lean, but he's got a new project.
Very tight.
He's got a new project out. I think it's called Wake Up Lucky. I think that was at the end of 2021, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm wrong. But then there was another artist because that one kid from that TikTok threw out a bunch of people, and I actually did look into them, and they were pretty fire. Only Bino. And then that's basically all I got. But Ken Carson is dope. Check out Ken Carson. He's got his own kind of approach. It's pretty tight. And his Project X album I've been really enjoying. So Ken Carson, Can, and Mock Hami for sure. Check out.
All right. Speaking real quick of a little metal, Max,
Yo.
have you heard of Sentinels?
Yeah, we've talked about them before.
We have? Okay, I didn't remember if I'd asked you if you listened to their new album from last year.
No, I haven't listened to it. I heard the singles though.
It's the album is pretty nuts.
Pretty sick.
Probably my favorite album of last year, or at least metal album.
Yeah.
I guess
Probably nutsacular.
Made my nutsack explode. So if that tells you anything, would you put a Mandalorian and Boba Fett on here for?
Well, it's because I kind of want to start watching that Boba Fett show because I like the actor who plays Boba Fett in the Clone Wars.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's the same guy, so I would like to
plays his
watch
dad?
it. No, that plays
Django
Fett, but
Yeah.
it's
plays
They're all
Boba.
clones,
Yeah.
so it's
Right. Still him.
Yeah,
Sure.
Bobo.
That's Boba Fett.
Plays
Boba.
the Bobo Fett.
Boba. Don't.
Boba.
Whatever.
Boba.
Yeah. Fucking stinking, licking, pissing.
Pissing, farting.
Pissing, farting, shitting, farting, pissing, stinking.
I'll watch it if you watch it, and we can talk about it.
I want to finish Mandalorian because I'm on like the second to last episode of the first season, and then I just got to the part where they meet with Werner Herzog. Spoiler alert! And then like fucking they mow down the whole shit. And then I've heard the second season's crazy too. So I feel like, damn, I got to watch it before I see Boba Fett because it's supposed to be a spinoff. So
yeah,
that's why I put
he's
that
in
there.
the second season.
But you're wait, Mando's in second season?
Or
Boba Fett is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got you.
Scranto.
I'm sure he is. Yeah, he is. He shows up.
But you're watching some Cowboy Bebop, Tony?
Yes,
Tell
only
us
2
about
episodes
that.
in, but man, like,
Yeah.
it's
Coolest
just
show
like,
ever.
Yeah, because it's like the aesthetics of all the sci-fi stuff they design, like space stations and ships and stuff, is like super tight. It kind of reminds me of what was that Angel anime?
Evangelion?
It's not quite as hard sci-fi as that, but it's just like really creative sci-fi looking aesthetics, and then it's just got like a banjo or like
It's jazz.
cowboy.
Yeah, bass guitar, sort of like slap.
Well,
bass.
they have that, but they also will have like a saloon,
It's like a space western that's also
Yeah.
influenced by bebop jazz. It's like
it's
very
got
cool.
jazz and like western vibes to it.
Jazz
And then
bop.
like the first episode is of him hunting down a guy that has this like drug called red eye, where you just like squeeze it in your eye and your eyes get all red and you like are on like meth basically. And he I don't know, it was crazy. I was like, wow, this is fire.
Yeah, no, it's extremely creative, and it's a shame that like the new Netflix show apparently sucks ass. So
It got canceled
And
already.
it was weird. I just looked it up on Netflix. Neither the anime or the live action was there.
yeah, I think they got canceled.
Well,
The second season got canceled, but that would be weird. That Cowboy Bebop should be up there.
Yeah.
I know. I literally just watched it like I think last weekend.
Maybe it just got
And-
taken down. I don't know.
That's weird. They're like, the live action was so bad that they want to like erase it from people's memories. They got rid of that and the anime from Netflix.
Yeah, it
That would be-
did not look good.
Yeah.
Did not look good in the fucking slightest.
Nothing is going to be good if it's on that like safe YouTube Red level, like small brain, just like no edge, just like family friendly shit.
No dick, and probably no asshole and probably no butthole
Either.
That's why John Wick was fire, because like it's rated R, it's edgy.
And he had no dick.
It's visually stunning.
I got to keep up with some of these hit shows that seasons are coming back. You got The Boys, you got Euphoria, you got
Ozark.
Righteous Gemstone, Ozark. It's like there's too many goddamn fucking TV shows to keep up with. Succession is my shit. That's my
I
shit.
do want to start that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Do you want to start?
Succession is shit.
I'm going to say, I do want to start.
Oh, do you want to start Succession?
Look at it.
But yeah, I haven't watched any of that shit. I did see Princess Mononoke, some of the trippiest fucking animation ever, Tony. Like, there's literally a deer god that every step it takes, the ground grows with plants, and then when he picks his foot up, it all dies. And so
That's
it's like
fire.
all like fast motion, and then it's like this like deer with like a million antlers and like a human's face, and it's just
Oh my
like,
God.
and you're just watching it like. Shit, right. It starts with like this demon crawling out of the forest, and it's like a million black slugs, and then the slugs like recede, and it's a giant boar with like its eyes like, and it's like through the shit. We're like, there's a demon god heading for the village, and then it's just like it's
I may have actually
insane.
Sucks
seen
to
that.
be you, bruh.
I may have actually seen that in like a 7th grade art class, like Mr. Anthony's class.
Well, he showed us Howl's Moving Castle. That's what it was.
Yeah.
He showed us
was
me as
I feel like I
goated for
remember
that.
the boar.
There's boars in all these motherfuckers.
Oh, okay. Is there? Okay, then
Probably.
Yeah, never mind.
I mean, and then there's like a scene where like a guy fights off the boar and then his arm gets possessed. So the arm like hates human beings. So like he's riding and there's like samurais raiding a village and he's riding a horse and his arm just like takes out his bow and he like and it goes like it follows the arrows and it just goes and it like slices the guy's head clean off. Or like one guy's about to slice someone and it like cuts both arms off like the arrow and he's like, oh my god, like movie's insane looking. And it's all about like social ecology and shit. And like it's really dope. The message behind it is dope too.
Is this on Netflix?
It's on HBO Max. You can watch that on HBO Max. Yeah,
I will probably watch that.
All the Miyazaki's are up there, I think.
Really fun.
We got that one question.
Yeah, let's get into it.
He said this comes from Jonathan. Hey, Jonathan here. I really appreciate you guys doing the podcast. It makes my week infinitely better.
That's nice.
2 questions, thoughts on, like, this is so specific. 2 questions. Number 1 is thoughts on Twisty P, who neither of you know who that is, I don't think.
Twisty P.
But Max, you know, he's the guy who was saying, hey, where the problem at?
Oh, okay.
Who was singing the Yeet song. That's him. He was on a live segment.
on these perks like I'm a laundromat.
And then there's, may I continue to gatekeep this podcast and cement myself in the upper echelon of podcast enjoyers, or should I tell somebody? You should do both. You should tell people you think would enjoy it and then continue to gatekeep it.
Yes. That's goddamn correct.
Let them know that even if they do get into it, that since you were into it first, you're better than them.
Right. Make sure that's very clear. My thoughts on Twisty P are that he's a guy. It seems like he is a
he exists.
A guy who grew up in LA and his parents are rich, and unfortunately he was going to be like a D1 baseball player, and he fucked up his like recruitment. But yeah, he was batting like 400 and he could pitch, and
but then he got off them beans.
He got off the Yeet sauce, apparently.
The bean
and he's
sauce.
got like a tattoo on his head and like his arm and shit. And he's like, he says the N-word, but he's like not
dope.
Not really.
Not white, basically.
Sick.
not white, you know.
He's not white, but he's
not non-black.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's my thoughts, I guess. I don't know. He's funny. I follow his account on TikTok, the new one he made or whichever one. And he's always got all the best Yeet sounds. So I respect the hell out of him for being a Yeet fan. I mean, what can I say? It's great. Everything she named. But thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem.
Max just looking up computer parts and making noises. It's that phase of the podcast. Yeah, I don't know what we're talking about, but yeah.
No, yeah, the Yeet shit.
Yeah, Yeet.
Twisty P.
And spread the pod for sure.
Yeah, spread it. Spread them cheeks.
To people that you think would enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
people that wouldn't.
I know about, maybe like 1,000 people consistently listen to this every week at some point or another on some device. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, subscribe to the YouTube.
Hundreds
at least, yes. Hundreds
at very least.
I think at the very least,
more than enough.
Hundreds of people tune in every week to this shit.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion.
Which is tight.
Once again, you're all silent motherfuckers, though, so we would have no idea. But if you would maybe reach out and let us know, we might like that. Yeah, maybe you send a question for fucking once instead of just being a fucking passive, just parasite listening to our conversations, giving us not even just more things to talk about, just listening.
Back to
it's a free podcast. It's a free goddamn podcast. Free 99 since 95.
$0 you pay for this.
Mm-hmm.
And sub to the YouTube, yeah.
Sub to the goddamn mother cunting YouTube.
We make funny faces.
We do. We're chuckling.
We're chuckling.
And sometimes sometimes I will throw video on the screen of other things.
Or like an image, still.
Or like an image.
Like a meme, even.
A meme, even.
I'm not even throwing meme.
I'm not even throwing fucking meme on the screen, man.
From feeling a bit cheeky.
I'm not throwing cheeky meme on the screen. I've had nothing but Monster and extra toasty Cheez-Its today.
Hell yeah.
After everything I ate yesterday.
Hell yeah, dude.
Have you even pooped any of that out yet? That's going to be a freaking pile,
It's going to
bro.
be a freaking
I pooped
stinker.
some of it out. It was fine.
Some of it? Okay. Well, no, I'm just saying. Yeah,
Took a
if you
little
hadn't by
Modian and
now,
some
that's good.
Pepto-Bismol just to, cover my bases, but...
Absolutely.
Just cranking out a freaking stinker?
Stinky pile.
Tony, you should get Left 4 Dead. You think you can do it?
Oh, I'm sure you can.
Yeah, I'll try and download it here after the pod.
I'm trying to play that
Right?
asexual because it's just three. I don't know what Max is doing, but three of us can play, and then we can get Marcus in here, and we have a perfect foursome. Classic woke and boke team up.
Mm-hmm.
Max, are you busy?
I may just go off in my own bag for a little bit, and then reconvene.
So a couple hours then.
Probably not a couple hours, maybe like an hour.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I gotta go poop after this. So
I
that's
gotta
not
go
a big deal.
poop.
But you don't have anything big going on, Tony?
I got my usual shit, but it's no rush on it. I got the whole weekend.
Yeah. What is
do,
that?
like,
Just meal prep?
Get groceries, meal prep, do laundry, etc. The fun stuff,
That is the fun stuff.
Got to go spend a gift card,
Meal prep.
get some new pants.
Classic stuff, dude.
Yeah.
Anyways, y'all been listening to this for up to an hour and 20 minutes, potentially. I don't know. What is this?
Yeah, 116.
Yeah, you're close to that.
Oda and
Okay.
Chally.
It's a beefy. It's a beefer.
It's a beefer. We're coming out strong. First of the year, it's a beefer. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. And
Check it out.
we love you guys. We appreciate you listening. Episode 122. Fucking, we can't even be stopped, dude. Next episode's 123.
Try to stop it. Yeah. Oh, true. Damn.
Damn, we're gonna have to count that episode to celebrate it.
You're right. We
1,
will.
2, 3, 4, 5. That type of shit.
Just an hour and a half of counting. See how high we can get. That'd be
Dude, we literally should. That should be episode 123. It's like 397, 398, 399.
All right, guys. This week we made it to 594. Tune in next
Come
week.
back
See what
for-
number we make it to. We'll count a little faster.
Tune in on episode 234 for the next time we do that. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
In a few years.
And 2 years, mate. All right, you guys, we love you for real. Hope you have a great week if you're listening to this on Monday. If not, hope you're having a great day or a great night. Go to bed, wake up, whichever one it is.
Who cares?
We love you. Woke and Boke forever, motherfuckers. Peace the motherfuck out.